What's up, Divas? What's up, Divos? What's up, everybody? Welcome back. Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl, April, and we are back for Real Talk. What's up, everybody? I hope you all had like a really great week. Whenever you're watching this, a great weekend. You know, it's already Monday. I'm here for it. I'm here to chit-chat and spill the tea with you guys. Anyway, you guys, I hope you all are having like a really great day. It's Monday, you know what I'm saying? We had like a really great weekend. This weekend was really fun for me. I'm definitely going to share the moment with you guys, but I think like, you know what? I have learned a lot about myself over the past few years, and I'm being real with y'all. Like on some real shit, I have learned a lot about myself over the past few years. And sometimes I feel like I am just a little bit too picky. And then sometimes I just feel like maybe I'm unapproachable. Maybe I'm uninterested. Maybe I'm not interested. Maybe I'm just over it. Maybe I just don't care. Maybe I'm just looking for better. You know what I'm saying? So Friday, was it Friday? No, excuse me. It was Thursday. Was it Thursday? I don't remember if it was Thursday or Friday. I really feel like it was on Friday. It was on Friday. So I go to the, first of all, let me tell y'all how the Thursday, it started out with, girl, I always tell y'all, nobody can drive out here for shit. Like not everybody, but enough people out here just cannot drive. So I don't know. I think like the fuse blew in my horn because I be always like holding on to the horn. So Thursday, I try to go and hold on to the horn because you just really don't pay attention when it comes to being on the road. And girl, that shit didn't do shit. It didn't make no noise. It didn't say beep. It didn't say let go me. It just was silent. It was just silent. I was like, are you kidding me? So Friday I had to go. I went and I was calling like AutoZone and O'Reilly's to see if they knew what fuse it was for my car. They're like, well, we don't really know, but you can come in and we could just you could just pull out the fuse in your car. I'm like, there's like a bunch of fuses in the car. How am I supposed to know which one? I had already looked on the inside one and it did not tell me anything about a horn. So 9 times out of 10, it was under where the engine was at, right? It's next to the battery. So I'm like, okay, so what if I don't, well, you could just pull out all any fuse and just come in and we'll just see. So basically they wanted me to just pull out fuses and just come in and see if that was a fuse for my horn. Like y'all are just so useless at times. Like do people like not really want to do their jobs anymore? I'm just really trying to figure this shit the fuck out. So anyway, I just felt like it was something I could do on my own. Just go buy a fuse and put the fuse in the horn. It's simple. It's just that easy. The fuses are like $6-7 at the store. No big deal, right? I ended up having to call my mechanic, Miguel, and just drop my car off this morning for him to do it. Besides that, I wanted him to program a whole new entire horn sound. Like I want like a truck sound. Like when I beat the horn, you look around and be like, oh shit, let me get out the fucking way or pay attention. Not that little horn that I had before that was like, well, you know, if you want to move out the way. Nah, bitch, I'm gonna need you to move the fuck out the way. So I need a loud horn that people know the fuck that I'm coming, okay? And I don't have to hold on to that shit. Just let me hit one time and everybody pay attention. You know what I'm saying? That's how I want it. So anyway, other than that, so Friday, I go to the dispensary. You know, I had to go get my smoke and stuff. And they know me there, and especially one of the young men, he know me there. Everybody speaks to me. I speak to everybody. When I go in the establishment, I always speak to people. That's just me. And sometimes I might spark up a conversation with them if they just continue talking. I'm not rude like that. But I just like to let you know that I'm here and I'm paying attention to you and I'm friendly, okay? I don't bite. So the young man that works there, he's like one of my kids' age. And he had told me before that he had just had a baby because I said I hadn't seen you in a while. He took a little vacation. And he was telling me on Friday how his mom had flew up from Texas to see her granddaughter. She only got one granddaughter. She has like 4 grandsons. I said, was this your mom's first time seeing a baby? The little girl was like 4 months old. So we was chit-chatting. He was talking about Texas. He was telling me all about the laws in Texas. I don't know if this is all of Texas or certain parts, but on Saturday and Sunday, you can't buy no liquor nowhere. Like, what type of shit is that? Like, it's time to party. He was telling me that we was just standing there talking. So at the dispensary, it's like, there's like probably like 3 cash registers on the right side. Then there's like 1 and 2 in the middle, then another, you know what I'm saying? It's like that. So where we was talking at, I wasn't even in the line. Where I was talking at, I didn't even get my stuff yet. There was this guy standing there. And, you know, he turned around, looked at us, and I said, how you doing? And, you know, because I'm not going to be rude, you turned around, so how you doing? So anyway, when I get my stuff, you know, I finished chit-chatting, I get my stuff. Now, mind you, where I parked at, I was right there, dead smack in the front. So as soon as you come out, it's dead smack. You know, I said goodbye. Have a great day to the people that work there. I locked my car, my hornless car, okay? And this dude that I just said, how you doing to, just to be friendly, not even be friendly. Like, I'm not trying to flirt with you, but I was just being, you know, just, hello, how you doing? He's like, parked like behind my car but like on the other side or whatever, but you can see. So he's like, can I talk to you for a minute? I'm like, what the fuck is he about to sell to me? Okay, because why'd you standing in the parking lot waiting? And I'm like, you talking to me? He's like, yeah, I'm talking to you. So I was like, okay. So I go over and I'm like, what's up? And that's why I said, I was like, what's up? He's like, my name is Andrew. I think it was Adrian or Andrew, one of them shits. It was with an A, okay? And he puts his hand out to shake my hand. So I shake his hand, I say I'm April. And so he's chit-chatting, blah, 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 talking about how you doing? You live out here, you from here? And I was like, no, and where's your girlfriend and your wife at? Because why are you talking to me? You know what I'm saying? I didn't even say it like that, but I was just like, basically, where's your girlfriend and your wife at? Because, what's going on? Get to the point, dude. He was like, no, you beautiful. I wanted to know, if I could get your number. I was like, so where's your girlfriend and your wife at? And he was like, I ain't got one. So I'm like, first of all, I'm too old for you. This is what I'm saying, because I know I'm too old for him. He's like, nah, I'm 40, I'm 42, and AJ number. And I'm like, okay. I'm not really interested because for one, you got on skinny jeans, okay? And like, I really don't want to date a man or anybody that has skinny jeans on. Men should not wear skinny jeans. Not the men that I would want to chit chat with and converse with. They don't supposed to wear skinny jeans. Plus, he looked like you know what he reminded me of? He reminded me of like a Walmart version of Nick Cannon. Like, no lie, he was like a Walmart version of Nick Cannon. He kind of resembled him to me, but a Walmart version of him, shorter, you know what I'm saying? And I'm being nice. He asked me what did I do for a living, and I told him I work for myself. That's all you really need to know. I don't want to tell you anything else. And so I asked him, what do you do? Because if you want to ask me, I'm going to ask you. He was like, well, I do music. And I was like, you do music? What do you mean? Because I want to know what the fuck you mean. You might be working at the radio station. I want to know what the fuck you mean. He was like, well, I'd be trying to promote my music. So already in my head, I was like, okay, so you're a bum ass nigga. Okay. Okay. And so we're standing there talking. So he was like, so what's your number? And I'm like, what? He was like, what's your number? I'm like, okay, I'm about to give him 1 digit off. That's what I was going to do. But some told me not to do that. So I just gave him my number, right? And so we're like eye to eye, because like I said, he's like an off-brand of Nick Cannon. And so he calls my phone, I guess, to make sure that it's the right number. And so then he was like, what's your social media? I'm like, what? This is me. I was like, what? And he was like, what's your social media? I was like, what do you need to know all of that for? He was like, so I can hit you up, I can promote my music on there. We can get together, I was like, what? I was like, we ain't about to do all of that. You ain't about to be promoting nothing on my damn social media. You're not getting my social media. He was like, for real, it's like that? And I was like, it's for real, it's like that, okay? And so he was like, all right then. He's like, you beautiful, though. I would love to take you out. And I was like, all right, we'll see about that. And I was like, well, you have a great day, right? This is me, because I'm not interested at all. I'm like, great. I'm going to just block this motherfucker as soon as I get in my car. I gotta sneeze. So don't you hate it when you know you got to sneeze and you can feel it, but it just doesn't come out? So I get in my car and I drive off, okay? And first of all, I'm thinking to myself, this motherfucker, what women are you pulling? You want to promote? That's your job, promoting your music? And like, what? Huh? You dress like you are promoting your music, like you're 42. What 42-year-old man has on skinny jeans? He had on some skinny jeans with some dress, pointy shoes, okay, and a button-up shirt with a tie. Like none of it went together, okay. And I could have sworn I seen like 2 inches of his underwear. Like, dude, you too old for that. So anyway, I'm like, okay, I drive off. He long gone out of my head. Go get my granddaughter, and I get home. Saturday, we have like an amazing day on Saturday. Me, Tati, Tinky, and Tato went to see Disney Princess on Ice. Tato, my granddaughter, Potato, she loved Moana. She loved Moana. She loved Moana. Like, she watched that movie, Moana 2, like 5 times in one day. She loved Moana. She got a little Moana costume. She take her hair out. She looked like little Moana. She loved Moana. So we went to see that, and we had like the greatest seats. It was so much fun. I was like singing along because listen, I bought her a Moana doll too, like a couple of weeks ago, and she sings. Like, you push the button on her neck and she sings. So my granddaughter's constantly pushing that one song. So by now I know the song, right? So it was just a lot of fun. They had like all the princesses there. It was just a lot of fun. You know what I'm saying? And we had like a great time. Then after that, we went to Mumsy's job because where the princess concert was across the street from Mumsy's job in Tanger Outlets. It's like an outlet. She works, at the Fire Pie pizza place. So we went in there and we had pizza and drinks, like, not alcoholic drinks, but like soda and pizza. I had a salad and stuff. The kids was like really, really excited to see Mumsy and stuff like that. And there was this lady, like she had went to the Disney on Ice too with her family. So it was her, And I think it was like 2 kids. She had 2 kids. One was hers and one was her friend's that was with her. So the kids, the little girls was probably like about 5 and 6. They like just turned all the way around staring. I'm like, oh my God, people really don't teach their kids no manners. I didn't say nothing. So the lady, of course, she didn't know that Mumsy was my daughter. Mumsy was at the register. And so she was like type rude. And she tried to like be real short with Mumsy. And I'm just standing there like, yo, let's not do that today because you got the wrong motherfucking cashier up in this bitch today. You don't even know who's standing the fuck behind you beside your ass. Let's not fucking do that in here today. And so she had kind of got like aggressive. And I was like, yeah, my daughter over there at the cash register, I'm gonna have her make my salad. And so she had turned around and looked at me and I was like, yeah, that's my daughter. What's up? And so then she turned back and that's when her whole demeanor changed. And she started speaking politely to Mumsy, like, girl, please don't be rude to her. I hate when people be like that. Just because you're an essential worker or you're servicing that customer, let's not be rude to them. Bitch, don't be fucking rude to my kid, not on any fucking given day, especially when I'm in the line. I never forget one time I went to Tati's job, and this was like years ago when we had moved here. It was like in the beginning of when we moved here. And she had worked at this place called Uno Hawaiian. And this was when my grandson was like breath spanking new. My grandson was like a baby at that time. So they had like really good food. They're like Hawaiian style food, you know? So we had went to get like something to eat, but she was already working there. She was a cashier. And so this old white lady was in the line with her daughter in the line. Old lady had to be like, you know what I'm saying? Like 60 or whatever. She was old. But, and she probably was older than that. I don't know. So she got real rude and nasty with my fucking daughter, like real rude. And so I had to, I was like, excuse me, but you shouldn't talk to her like that. And she was like, well, she needs to know how to do her job. I was like, nah, you really shouldn't talk to her like that, especially when her mother's standing in the line right here. If I was you, I'd watch how you talk to her because you might have to deal with me, her mother. So I would exactly watch what you got to say. So her daughter was like, don't talk to my mother like that. And I was like the fuck I said, you better watch how you talk to her. And that lady got the hell out the line. I guess she didn't want her order after that. She went and sat her ass the fuck down. Her daughter came back up and was like, I'm so sorry. My mother's just having a bad day. Like, fuck your bad day. Watch how the fuck she talk to people. That's how the fuck I will handle you. But thank goodness I didn't have to get like that at the job place because Mumsy really likes it there. And I really don't be trying to get beside myself, but I just feel like you should really watch your tone when you speak to people at work. Like, I hate to see that. I feel like people really try to take advantage of people. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you work an essential job as a public service person, whether you are a cashier or wherever you work in the public, where people come in to buy products or what have you, I feel like those are the people that get picked at the most by customers because customers have this mentality that they are always right. And in my eyes, you're not fucking always right. I'm a customer and I'm also a business owner. And bitch, you're not always the fuck right. And I hate to see when customers get real belligerent with people like at fast food restaurants. Like, I'll be the one that you today, you're not going to fucking talk to me like that. I don't give a fuck where you're working at. I will jump over this goddamn counter and hem your ass up. You'll never come back in here for no burger or no fries ever again. That's the type of person that I would be. You know what I'm saying? But I'm glad I had to get really low down. But we had a great time other than that on Saturday. You know, we sat there, we ate our pizzas and I ate my salad. And then we went home. It was like a great day. I enjoy hanging out with the kids, with my family and doing stuff. You know what I'm saying? And so then on Sunday, I just sat on the couch. I folded some laundry, and that was about it, you guys. You know what I'm saying? Not really much going on. And then this dude texted me. I was like, oh my God, I forgot to fucking block him. He was like, hey, how you doing? And I just like looked at it. And that's when I just was like, oh my God. I was like, okay, let me block. I will ghost your ass in a second. Like, I really don't want to be bothered. I am not dealing with nobody's fix-me-uppers, okay? Other than that, oh wow, I'm so mad. I did my nails. I did my nails this past weekend, and I just noticed that one of them broke. The middle one just broke off. So I have to redo that. Doing my nails, I'm trying to get back into my, my nail era, but I did make them like super short. I thinned down to make them super short because I need them to be able to do what I need them to do. Other than that, you guys, I had like a great weekend, a great weekend. I hope you all did as well. It's cool when you get to hang out with the grandkids. You know what I'm saying? I love hanging out with the grandkids. Tato had such an amazing time at the Little Princess concert on Ice Show. She had an amazing time. She was singing along with them because she likes Elsa and Frozen and stuff like that. She had like a really great time, like a super great time. And I just had a great time like watching her have a good time. You know what I'm saying? Tiki was sitting on the other side of me. He really didn't care for it too much. You know what I'm saying? He's a boy. He's 10 years old. He don't care about nobody's Disney princesses floating around on nobody's ice. But it was still fun to get out, and I enjoyed having fun with the kids and my family. But other than that, you guys, let's just get into this real talk, you guys. But before we do, this week I have partnered up with EAF Car, which has some really, really cool mobile devices, mobile accessories that I'm pretty sure that you all can use. This tire inflator features a next-generation high-precision sensor and dual LCD display. Powerful and long-lasting battery life, this portable air compressor features a super bright LED light. USB-C input ensures quick charging, while the USB-A input transforms into an emergency power source for your phone. The powerful cordless air compressor also allows you to customize common units and preset values for car, motorcycle, bicycle, sports ball, and manual mode, simplifying operation and eliminating repetitive settings. So as you guys see, I did need air for my tires, and because I have low profile tires, I will be setting my PSI at 34. This portable air compressor comes with an inflatable link tube, a car cigarette lighter power cord, a USB-C, and nozzles for different inflatables. LED light with 3 modes providing assistance during tire inflation and in dark conditions. Prior to your tire inflation, the portable air compressor will also display your own tire's PSI. Also included in the box is a satchel, so that way you can store your portable inflated air compressor and all of its accessories. Moving on to the EAFC Portable Car Battery Jump Starter. Portable and convenient, featuring a compact and lightweight design, this portable car jump starter is easy to carry in your car and store in the trunk for emergencies. This portable car jump starter battery also can be used as a mobile power bank with AC output and LED flashlight with 3 modes. Super great for daily use, camping, outdoors, indoors, emergencies, travels, and so much more. Also included in this box is a C USB charging cord. This portable jumper cable is also compatible with 12-volt vehicles such as cars, trucks, SUVs, ATVs, motorcycles, boats, lawnmowers, and more. Please note that it cannot start heavy-duty vehicles like buses or diesel trucks. This car jumper starter features an intelligent LCD screen that displays the remaining power, battery status, and charging status, making it easy to check the information at a glance. With an LED flashlight with 3 modes, flashlight, strobe, and SOS. Inconvenient, EAFC is making a big difference in mobile devices and roadside assistance. I'll definitely link all of their products along with their Amazon store in the description down below. So I actually partnered up with EAF about a year ago prior to this video. The one thing that I love the most about the air pump is, for one, I don't have to ask nobody at the car gas station to help me with the pump, or can I get some air, or go to anybody's car place and ask for air or pay for air. These are really, really handy. So you guys, I will link everything down below. All of their items you can purchase off of Amazon as well. Let's just get into this real talk real quick. So if you need a real talk about you or anybody that you know, you can go ahead and send me an email to to muffinismylovers2012@gmail.com, or you can also send it to aprilsrealtalk@gmail.com. Please put in the subject line Real Talk, so that way I know it's a real talk and that you need advice. And for that, let's just jump right into that. I'm gonna stop letting my grandson play with my other phone, this Galaxy here, because he plays with the phone all the time. I don't even bother with the phone, but he will dim the light on the phone so dim that I have to be like this up in the phone. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even know anything about this phone. I got it through the cable company, and I just figured, okay, it was something to help my bill be lower, and I just let him mess with the phone. But when I tell you he has it so dim, it's like, do you want me to just see anything? How are you seeing anything? Okay, so here we go. I got fired. Hey, April, I never thought I'd be writing something like this, but life has completely flipped on me, and I don't know what to do. I've been watching your videos for a while, and I always hear the advice you give people. Real, honest, no sugarcoating. I need that right now more than ever. A few weeks ago, I lost my job out of nowhere. One minute I was in a meeting, the next minute I was being let go with a generic excuse about budget cuts. That job wasn't perfect, but it was paying my half of the rent and keeping me afloat. I was living with a roommate at the time. We weren't best friends, but we got along, or so I thought. The moment I told her I lost my job, it was a switch flipped. No empathy, no we'll figure it out. She gave me 1 week to get it together and then kicked me out. Just like that, I was already down, and she made sure to finish me off. Now I'm couch surfing when I can. I spent a few nights in my car. I don't have any close family, and the friends I thought I could count on is silent now. It's like I disappeared and nobody noticed. I don't even know what I'm asking for anymore. Advice, encouragement, a reality check, something. I'm stuck in this fog, trying to figure out how I even got here. And more importantly, how to pull myself out. I know you keep it real, and that's what I need right now. I do have a job interview coming up, which is at a local hotel, just for cleaning and also working overnight. As well as that, I was told that if I would like to stay on the premises, I can get a discount for working for them and living on the premises. Please pray for me and wish me luck. Thank you for even reading this. I just needed someone to hear me. T. Okay, so we got T right here who probably needs some advice or just some words of encouragement. Let me tell you, it sucks when you get fired, you lose your job, this place closes down, especially if that's your only gig, your only bread for the butter or bread and butter. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're the only one that's helping or taking care of yourself. So T is she's kind of like going through it. But for the most part, what I hope and pray for you is that you do get the job that you have been seeking. And you know what I'm saying? If you're watching this or whenever you watch this, please, you know what I'm saying, let me know how the job went. You can send me an email. But I feel like a lot of people out here are losing their jobs. A lot of businesses are going out of business. There are a lot of budget cuts. People are losing their jobs here and there. And it sucks when it's definitely no excuse, no heads up. Please, you could have let me know that y'all was closing down. That's how it be. I know my daughter Nade, that happened to her. She had worked at Adelante. And this is not the second time, because if y'all know, she did work for Adelante Health and she worked from home, right? And so basically she was a call center, and she worked for them, just helping the patients, scheduling. She would do scheduling and things like that, messages for the doctor. That was a job that I went to work at, but then I realized they wasn't paying enough, remember? And then I just was like, nah, I'm good. I worked there for a week, 5 days. That's a week in job world. So anyway, the first time that Nay worked at Adelante, they didn't have working from home yet. They just had working actually at the call center. So she was working there for 6-7 months. And then out of nowhere, they just handed people, they didn't even come up and speak, didn't say, hey, you guys, hey, bitches, hey, motherfuckers, y'all motherfuckers, none of that shit. They didn't do any of that shit. They just handed them a fucking piece of paper that was printed out, and it all said the same shit. Nobody's name was, their name was on it, of course, but it was all printed out, basically stating that they lost their jobs due to budget cuts and all of this bullshit, right? So that was how they left, okay? So eventually she did find another job, but she didn't like it. And what happened was she was about to just quit the job because she just was going to look for another job. But Adelante had called her because they was calling people back. So they had let go of the people for probably like 3 months. And so she went back. But this time when she went back, they were working from home. You know what I'm saying? So I guess that's how they figured out their budget shit. But she doesn't work for them anymore. She did work for them for like another year, but now she works at an actual doctor's office, helping the patient. So I understand how it is, like getting fired, let go, you know what I'm saying, terminated. It doesn't really matter. You know what I'm saying? I can see if you got fired because it was your fault, you was at fault. But when you're not at fault, it sucks because you definitely wasn't planning for it, especially if you have no money saved up. I know some people are very prideful when they ask for help, or they can't afford certain things and they're very prideful. But you know what I'm saying? T, if I were you, even though you have no family and you don't have any friends, that's understandable. Sometimes we just gotta do it on our own. There are lots of agencies. Just like last week when I spoke about the Women and Children's Shelter, domestic shelter, there are shelters for women like yourself who are in need of a place to stay, as well as food banks. Lots of churches that offer food banks, as well as churches who can give you some type of resources of where you can stay. Times are hard out here, and that's the one thing that I don't understand with a lot of people. We see a lot of people on social media, and a lot of people, we just glamorize their lives that they portray or show on social media, that they're living a good life, wealthy, and I hate to see that. And it's not that I'm hating on anybody, but I want everybody to be successful. I want everybody to be able to live and eat and sleep in a home, you know what I'm saying, with some walls surrounding with them. I hate seeing people that live in their car. I hate seeing when people are living on the streets. You know what I'm saying? When I see homeless people, and even though they don't ask, I definitely always offer something. You know, when I see them with their pets outside the street, I always go into the grocery store and I come back out with some dog food, you know, saying water and a sandwich for that person that's with the pet. You know what I'm saying? I'm not like a heartless person because I do have a heart. I know that people do go through hard times and it's hard out here. And I just hate to see when people are like really, really down and don't have much, be kicked in the dirt, just especially at like no cost to them. And it sucks because jobs like that don't even give you like the heads up, it's like, do they really give a fuck about you? Do they really even care? Because I know the fuck you knew something was coming up. You know what I'm saying? And even if you knew 2 or 3 days ahead of time, just don't allow the person to come into motherfucking work and then give them the boot, because I just find that to be so hard and cold and heartless. You know what I'm saying? No severance pay, no bitch, here's an extra $50, something. You know what I'm saying? A gift card or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't be heartless and just kick the people out. But then meanwhile, when they getting rid of those that they just got rid of that real quick, y'all motherfuckers still got y'all job and gonna go home and boo-hoo-hoo while you at work, and then go home to your wives or who the fuck ever and be like, yeah, we had to let them go. I hope they be all right. So what's for dinner? You know what I'm saying? Like some shit like that. I don't know. Maybe I feel like that because I came from the hood. You know what I'm saying? I lived in the projects. I came from the ghetto. You know what I'm saying? Now, we wasn't rich. We was poor. I told y'all we was motherfucking poor. There was one Christmas when my mother didn't have no job. So she had just got the job but Christmas was like a few days later. And only thing that she could afford me was a coloring book and some crayons. I ain't get no motherfucking Barbies that year. But she sure did bring me to Santa to sit on his goddamn lap. I don't know why she did that. She could have just left me the fuck at home and let's play it off like she ain't know nothing about no holiday. But she wasn't the only one. I was like that one year too, when I couldn't afford nothing for my kids. I had no job. Christmas was right then and there. And the only thing that I could do was just hope and pray. I did sign them up to be adopted for the Christmas. Like, you know, in certain cities and states, they have like adopted a kid or a family for Christmas. And then people at the job place or whatever whatever organization has adopted that family, that their job, their employees will all chip in and buy gifts and stuff like that. So thank God that my children had a great Christmas, because I didn't have anything and they still was able to have a good Christmas because they got adopted for the holidays. And so it's really good when there's agencies like that out there that are able to, you know what I'm saying, help families in need, help people in need, you know what I'm saying? Food banks. There was this place in New York that would help like with essentials, like for the babies, like give diapers out and things like that. You know, that stuff was really, really helpful, especially for those who couldn't afford it. I hate to see people go without, but I hate to see people that have so much and feel like it's okay to like boast and brag about it. True indeed, be proud of what you have. Be proud that you worked hard for what you have, but be also very mindful. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm happy. I'm a very happy person. It doesn't take much to make me like happy at all. You know what I'm saying? I just want everybody to be happy, everybody to be respectable to one another, and everybody just to be all right. I'm that type of person. But then we have others that just have so much and then always look down on those who ask for help. Just like T said, her friends, now they're silent. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really can't like say, well, that's fucked up. But in a certain part of me, I can definitely say that's fucked up, because when you have a friend, be a friend. And if they're in need, try to help them. But if you have a friend who's just constantly in need and constantly asking, then I can see why they may have disappeared. I don't really know, because that wasn't sent to me or said to me in the email by T. She just said, you know, it kept her afloat. Now, the one thing that's kind of fucked up though is the part about your roommate. Now, so your roommate gave you a week to get your shit together, and then she put you out after that week, which means you didn't get your shit together, you didn't get a job. Now, here's the one thing that I want to say about that, T, and I'm really not trying to hurt your feelings, I'm really not trying to come at you, but I feel like this, that right there, that statement from your roommate, she gave you a week to get your shit together, and within that week, you didn't get your shit together, so she put you out. So it seems like she only said that to you because of something that may have been in the past or something that just was dwelling and is in the present. If someone is telling you to get your shit together, that means that you didn't have your shit together already. You know what I'm saying? Despite the fact that you lost the job, that doesn't mean that you didn't have your shit together. Because just because you got fired didn't mean that you didn't have your shit together. A person could get fired like any day. Like me, for instance, I got fired from the job Fidelis that I worked at for over 12 years, helping people get Medicaid and health insurance. I worked that job for over 12 years and came in that one day and got fired. I already knew I was going to get fired. I knew why I got fired, because I had to voice myself to the one manager, because he tried to cuss me the fuck out and talk to me like I was one of his minions when the fuck I ain't, okay? So within a week or two after that, a bitch lost her job, and I was okay with that anyway, okay? But I did work that day, and then I knew I was getting fired, so when I went into the office and they wanted to meet with me, I knew I was getting fired. Now listen, I already had my shit together though when I got fired, so no one could tell me get your shit together or else you gotta leave. I already had my shit together. Even though I was fired, I had my shit together. I had my own place, I had my own cars, I had my own business, and I had a YouTube channel, so I definitely had my shit together. So as for you, T, I just feel like you probably didn't have your shit together from the start, and I'm not saying that you did, and I'm not saying that you didn't, because you didn't include that. But what you did include in the email was how your roommate told you to get your shit together, and you didn't, and she put you the fuck out, which means that prior to this, you was doing some other shit. So that's the part where I really can't feel too bad about it. You know what I'm saying? There's no way that your roommate told you that if you been had your shit together. Because if I was somebody's roommate and my roommate had their shit together and was working great and we was getting along good, then I wouldn't put you out. But there's some miscommunication with you and your roommate that you're not telling me. Now listen, let me tell you something. I hate to see anybody live in their car, especially if that's not their choice, that's not their plan. There are some people that choose to live that way. Ask me how and why, I don't even know, okay? But they would prefer to live in their car versus have space. And that's okay too. Do what the fuck you gotta do to make yourself happy. Shit, a bitch like me was even gonna go and save up to buy one of those tiny homes. And then I realized, like, shit, I like shit. I mean, I like a lot of shit. And I'ma just not keep thinking about this tiny home life. Yeah, I got out of that real quick. But I hate to see anybody have to live in their car unless they choose to. And I'm glad to see that you have a job interview coming up. Thank God for that, because my feelings like this, if they have already, if the place where you're going to get an interview has already informed you that if you want to live on the premises, you'll get a discount, then I feel like you are going to get the job, especially if they've already said that to you, because people don't just offer that. Jobs just don't offer that. And maybe they do, I'm not really sure, but I would like an update on your situation, you know what I'm saying? And I hope you didn't take it to heart for what I said to you about your situation with your roommate. Sometimes we just gotta let people be and just do it on our own. And sometimes I know for a person, doing it on their own is like hard. Some people don't have the oomph to do that. But you know what? I was a single mother for a very long time, and I did that shit on my own. I drove all the way here from New York to Arizona on my own. Drove that motherfucking truck of mine for 3 days with all 5 of my kids and my dog up in that car, on that truck, okay, on my own, okay? So I'm knowing in my heart that you can do it too. There comes a time that we just gotta not ask for help. I've always been the person that just feels like, you know what I'm saying? I don't like to ask for too much, but I just feel like if you work hard for it, you're entitled to ask for some things. I don't know. But I do pray for you, T, that you do get back on your feet. And I would love an update. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure everybody else would as well. Times are hard out here. Prices are going up. You know what I'm saying? I try to save every little bit of money that I have without buying dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? But I do have habits like going on that Whatnot app and buying shit that I didn't need. Bitch, I got 7 pairs of motherfucking Vans sneakers from that website and one for my granddaughter too. So 8 pairs of Vans sneakers, brand new, you know what I'm saying? With the boxes and all, brand new. You know how much I spent on 8 pairs of Vans sneakers? $150. I know that ain't shit for 8 pairs, because one pair is $75. Well, the one pair that I bought 7 years ago, it was like 7 years ago, they were $75. I don't know about now, because that was 7 years ago. I still have them fucking sneakers. Okay, I hold on to them shits. I broke them shits in. But times are hard, you know what I'm saying? And whatever I have, I try to hold on to. I don't really try to buy a lot of clothes because I don't really go anywhere. And the clothes that I do have, they were sponsored for my video. So I try to just wear what I have. And plus, I've been losing some weight, girl. If y'all notice, I lost a little bit of weight. Thank you, Jesus. Okay, just a little bit, not a lot. Okay, but a little bit. But times are hard out here. Prices and groceries, you know what I'm saying? We all just trying to get by. And so it's a huge inconvenience when we work a job paycheck to paycheck. You know what I'm saying? Bills is high. So it's definitely a hard and it's an inconvenience. And I pray for everybody just to be able to get by. You know what I'm saying? We ain't got to live the glamorous life, but I know this. I ain't living the glamorous life, but I'm happy when I'm able to pay my motherfucking bills. Okay? And that's all I can say. And on that note, I hope y'all all have like an amazing day. Stay blessed, stay sweet, stay out of the way, stay motivated, and stay prayed up. I will see y'all in the next one. Make sure you leave your comments down below. Make sure you rate, comment, subscribe, thumbs the video up, and share it. And I will see y'all in the next one. And also, all of the information for EAF Car mobile devices will be in the description box below for the car starter and the air pump. Girl, if you don't get anything, get this right here, this air pump. This is a definite must. When I tell you that I used the hell out of the one that they first sent me, the hell out of that, because I had a nail and a slow leak in the other one, and I had brand new tires. Yes, definitely comes in handy. But I love y'all, and I will see y'all in the next one. Bye.